this next tip has to do with document. So anytime I open up a document in an app, so for example, I have a Keynote presentation here, but this could be Pages, this could be Numbers, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Preview, Adobe, Acrobat, anything that opens in an app. So not web-based things like Google, but anything that is app-specific. When I have these apps open, there is a window that app lives in, and at the top of that window is a menu bar. And at that very top menu bar, it'll list the name of that document. So there's a couple cool tricks that I can do in here. So number one, if I click on that, I can rename this quickly and easily. I can also choose to save or where this is saved. Right now, this file right here is saved in my Documents folder. But if I wanted to, I could click on it and choose to save it somewhere else instead. Or bonus shortcut, anytime you want to save something to your desktop, there's a shortcut, Command-D, and it'll automatically change the where to desktop. So anytime I want to save something and I just want it to go to the desktop, I just hit Command-D anytime I'm in a window that looks similar to this, and it will automatically change that to desktop. But that's not the tip I wanted to show you. That's handy, that's easy, but there's a little icon in front of those names, and that icon, here is the Keynote one, and here's an Excel spreadsheet. There's a little Excel file here, and this is a preview PDF file here. In this one, I kind of have to hover over the name for a second until I see that document because the name is too long. But this little icon right here, I can drag around and do stuff with. So let's say I wanted to email this to somebody else. All I have to do is just hover over it, click on that little icon, and simply drag it right into my email, and it'll attach that to an email. Or if I wanted to open something in an app, so for example, this is a PDF file that I have opened in Preview, but sometimes certain PDFs work better opened up in Acrobat instead of Preview. So what I like to do is in my doc, I like to keep QuickTime, I like to keep Preview, and I like to keep Adobe Acrobat in my doc. So anytime, even though this is opened in Preview, if I need this opened in Acrobat, I can just click on that icon and I can drag it on top of the Acrobat icon and it'll automatically open it in that app. It'll also let you open it in other apps. So depending on the file or depending on what it is, again, this is a PDF. I can also open PDFs in Safari or basically any app that highlights. That means it will accept this icon. So for example, here's Notes. If I drag a PDF into Notes and let go, it will automatically take that PDF and adds it to my list of notes. And then finally, one last bonus tip. If I have any document here and I'm going to print it, and I go to File Print, and when I print, it sends that document to the printer and it shows up in my doc for just a few seconds. If I hit print, or that printer would show up, I like to click and hold down on that printer icon right after it shows up, so it requires some timing. I can go to Options and I can say Keep in Doc. And what that will do is that will create a printer icon down here for the printer that I use most often. And just like before, anytime I have an icon that I want to print, I can simply click on that little icon, drag it on top of that printer, and it sends that right to the printer instantly. No windows, no previews, just sends it right to the printer and prints out exactly what you have.